Hi, good morning. This doesn't seem right at all, but it's been a little bit, so I'll figure out the setup. How are you guys doing? Hello Hazel, good morning. How are you today? What's up? I am doing quite well. I'm very excited to be back. I heard servers are back up. Is that true? We had a maintenance this morning. I have not tried to log in. Somewhere on one of these monitors there's a launcher that's gonna like load this game. I can see it. Let me try restarting that. Um, I haven't streamed in well, since the last time we streamed. So it's been a week or two, and it's not that long. But like actually everything's wrong now. my tripod's crooked. My monitor's crooked. I like tried to. I don't know. This is good enough. I just need to get my game rolling now. There we go. It's been so long. How are you guys doing? Anybody have any birthdays or ow, babies? I said ow. I just hit my glasses. They don't hurt. They're not part of me. BattleNet launcher. So I should warn you, it's going to be one of those streams. And that's okay. I'm just glad to be back. You know, we don't have like a real strict criteria of we must accomplish XYZ. Like look at my aquarium camera. It's very tilted. But you know what's not tilted is us. Welcome back. Missed you. Sup, Teresa? So glad to see you. I missed you guys. I kept thinking of things that I wanted to talk about and then just telling them to my cat. It was good though. It was good. It was important. It got the raid guides done. I went on a journey of self-discovery. I've changed. I've got new hobbies. I fixed a table. What else happened? Oh my god, I got a hummingbird feeder. Okay, so where's the game? Where's World of Warcraft? Here we are. So, hang on, I need a little bit of this. This is just honey lemon ginseng. This does not even have caffeine in it. I am considering today to be something of a day off, which I'm quite looking forward to. So I'm just gonna like stream and hang out for a little bit, and then go back to bed. I think. So I wanted to have a no caffeine, so I could like I've still got my sheep pajamas on. My mom got me these for Christmas this last year, so they're like still fluffy. Enjoyed the raid, guys. Why? Thank you. I really hope that they work out for everybody. I am confident that making them has made me more prepared for the raid, and I think at this point that's all I can hope for. Oh my goodness. I feel like that's going to be hot. It's steaming, and I feel like that's a warning sign. This is like this is my BlizzCon, this is my BlizzCon mug. I just like putting things in front of the camera so it focuses on them because it just does such a good job. And then it like found me again. Like, good job, camera. I'm proud of you. Oh, you know what else I'm proud of? I mean, a lot of things, but like my computer, holy butts. So this time last year, I had spent like the entire night working to try and get the Battle of Dazara lore guides done. And the Jaina guide was crashing in Premiere seriously every edit. I had to like make an edit, render it out so that I would have my progress saved because the project was like corrupted, so I kept having to copy the whole thing into a new project like every 5 minutes. And I was doing this until like 4 in the morning last time, and it was just because my computer could not handle the raid guide project, and that was in 1080. And this tier with this computer that we built this year, I'm just so proud that it's doing exactly what we wanted it to do. I wanted it to make raid guides in 4K without failing me, and it did that. It didn't Premiere only crashed once, and it was because I had left too many tabs open in my browser with like model viewers running, and then those had a memory leak. But aside from that, everything was great, and I just love it when everything works out. Yeah, you can't take that for granted, you know. Cam isn't tilted. Yeah, no. We're on a flight. You should see the tripod, honestly. So the tripod I'm not in the game yet. The tripod that my camera that you're looking at me, this one, hello, is sitting on has, what do they call it? It's like a ball joint head thing at the top, and then each leg can also be lengthened, and each leg can also be tilted. It's like entirely too adjustable. So because you can just like adjust the top on a little rotating ball like an artificial knee. No, artificial knees probably don't go in all angles, do they? That would be weird or awesome. Maybe I have something to look forward to in my old age. Because you can adjust it to any angle, I can mess up the bottom legs as badly as I want, and as long as they're staying standing, you can mostly fix it at the top. So right now, the poor thing is like the leaning tower of tripod. It's got like one short leg, one really long leg that's like really flat. It looks like a monster that's crawling across my desk. I have been watching Stranger Things. Love the braid. Oh, I thank you. This is how I sleep. I was going to take it out before the stream, but then I didn't. And now that you said it, it's nice that I don't want to. I love the drawings of the stick figures. That's good because there's no getting away from them. I have to use those when I don't have enough footage. And I felt bad about the, you know what? I don't feel too bad. I don't have a whole lot of footage of the Queen Ashara fight, so we had to do a lot of that. But there's not a lot you can do. Testing is testing, and if it doesn't go the way you want it to, then that's just the way life goes, and we did our best. Miss Fruity Pie, thank you very much for the super chat. Appreciate that. Got home for my shift, so nice to hop into your stream. Operation Mechagon open, so it is. I don't think I'm gonna run it like right now. I think that would be a mistake. Also, I think I might run that with my guild like tonight. Yeah, so I what have I been doing? We last left our streaming saga. Man, I was about to embark in the story last time, and I was like, I should drink some tea before I launch into this speech, and then it was like too hot, so let's see. Oh, that's perfect. I put a bunch of honey in this, and that was like the smartest thing I ever did. I'm so happy. Oh my god. Honey lemon ginseng tea. Like, if you just need like a little something, like maybe you're feeling like you're about to get sick, maybe you're just sad, maybe you just had a long night, maybe you just need a little heart hug, and with just like a little bit of honey in it. It's not even expensive. This is just like grocery store tea bags. How do you like your server? It does the job. Do you consider making your Sunday Twitch stream on YouTube? I'm gonna stick with the schedule I have for now. Let's see. Have you been lucky and gotten any of the new rare mounts? So, not really. I haven't had as much time to play. I'm just gonna log in. I have not had as much time to play as I've wanted to because I've been working on raid guides. I logged in yesterday. I've logged in every day. I've developed a new habit of camping the auction house and just resetting my auctions while editing. But I didn't even get out to Nashatar yesterday, and there was an emissary for it. But yeah, no, I don't have much. I only got flying a couple of days ago. And that was one of the reasons why it was actually a little bit nice to have a bit of a break from streaming. Just a little bit of a one. Because it was nice to be able to get flying at my own pace without having to explain why I don't have flying yet so much. Because I was so late. Like, my husband had it before me. I don't even know if he likes WoW. Like, members of my guild that are, like, begrudgingly playing the patch had it before me. And I had a good, like, 3 or 4 days of feeling like everybody was flying past me while I was just, like, running around in the ground. So I got it a few days ago. I have it now. I can fly now. But I'm taking it at my own pace. And also, I never really got to the bottom of what's going on in, like, most of the zones, or at least not beforehand. I didn't really, like, parse through all of the Najatar and Mechagon guides before they came out. And I didn't really have time to do that when they came out. So I kind of had the very delightful experience, actually, of playing them, like, just by myself and just, like, in little bits and not really knowing where I'm going. But just, like, you know, you log in and you go and you do the things that are, like, obvious in the map. Like, you do your follower world quests, you do, like, the story quests, or you, like, try to find starfish, whatever. And then you just, like, discover other things going on while you're out there. And that was, like, a really fun, organic thing that I don't know if I would have gotten to do. Have you fallen out of love with coffee for the moment? So for, like, right now, yes, but only because I had a pot of coffee last night. I had a cup at 10, and then I had another cup at 1:30 in the morning. And then I had really bad heartburn around, like, 6 a.m. So me and coffee are fighting right now. It's not its fault. I abused it. I'm the one that broke all the rules. It is my fault. But we're not on good terms right now. I don't even have flying yet, and that's okay. You're gonna get it, and it's gonna be wonderful, and it's gonna be everything you wanted, and you're gonna have so much of the expansion to enjoy it, plus next expansion. Like, you know all those people coming back now that are like, man, I wish I had Warlords Pathfinder? You're gonna be like that person later, but with BFA. You're not even behind. Don't even stress about it. I love this parrot so much. Holy butts. Oh, I was like burningly jealous watching people fly this thing around for a while. So yeah, I did not get any rare mounts. I finished, so I got a cat, obviously. Like I got some stuff. So I got my cat. I've been riding that around. I'm kind of in love with the cat, and every time I hear somebody like not care about the cat, I'm like, but you can paint it. This is the bronze. I think I want to go back to the copper. I'm like into this is nice too. It's like the same thing, but just like flipped. I'm into the copper aesthetic. I didn't really like the red vial that I had. I hear there's a purple one. That sounds like me. What coffee roast are you enjoying the most? Oh boy, I am a coffee baby. So I don't really understand. Honestly, so I've been trying different things because I'm a coffee baby and I don't know what I like. I've been trying different things, and I'm just basically trying every bag off Amazon that's like in that 20 ounce between $10 and $20 category, because that's like the amount that we can drink in like a week and a half, 2 weeks, which as I understand is the longest you really want to keep open coffee. Is like ideally 1 week, but 2 weeks ish, whatever. And honestly, the ones we like best are the Starbucks brand ones. And I swear I'm trying all the ones that are like indie and better reviewed and stuff, but like the Starbucks brand coffee, like they have a Veranda blonde roast, and it's the first one I got, and it's also my favorite so far. I got my spider mount yesterday. I got real stuck on the chain igniter coils for a little bit, but I have it now. My scrap forged mecha spider. So that's why I was on that when you logged in. I got that. Okay, so confession. I was gonna save getting that because I literally crafted it last night, or like finished the quest line. You like junkyard tinker the thing, whatever. I literally did that last night, and I was gonna save it for this stream so I would have like a fun, exciting thing to do with you guys on stream. And then I just went and got it because I wanted to. I just wanted like a mount last night. I don't know. I needed to pick me up. Get the same pet out with a parrot? Yeah. What was he called again? Squawks? Feathers? Yeah, feathers. Yeah, Squawks is the parrot mount I do not have yet. Feathers. There we go. I forgot about that. Yeah. Jill Jacobson, thank you for the super chat. My computer's broken at the moment, so thanks for making something for me to watch. You're awesome. Thanks so much for all your hard work. Thank you. Nilzors, top priority question. Do you have the monocycle? Absolutely not. I have killed Rust Feather all of 3 times, and I am done no Mechagon achievements, but all in good time. Wally, thank you for your super chat. Morning, Hazel. Hope you're well. Today I paid off my credit card debt. Never doing that again. Congratulations. That's really, really exciting. Being debt-free, or at least free of a debt, is just like the best, because then you feel like a little more in control of stuff, and it makes everything else easier to face, I found. Welcome back. Guides are excellent. Grats. Thank you. I remember you. It's been a long time. I want more of this. So today's stream plan, because I did have a plan aside from just logging in and showing you my mounts. While I did cave and get the spider all by myself before stream, I did save one thing that I can go get on stream that I've been saving up for a very long time that I'm finally ready to get. So I saved one thing so that we could have like a guaranteed new mount in a mount run stream. Aside from that, I kind of want to just do my dailies, like my daily Nekagon and Magitar chores. But Ulduar, we haven't done Ulduar in like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. We've had a long break from Ulduar because just other stuff was going on. And Mimiron's head ain't gonna farm itself. How do you get the spider mount? So that one is the result of the making the mount quest line. There's a quest line in Mechagon. Either faction can do it. You can do 1 quest per day. I believe I don't remember how many steps there are. But you can do 1 step per day. And then at the end of it, you make a little thing with junkyard tinkering and you make the mount. Is the cinematic for the raid been shown yet? I don't know. And if it was, I can't watch it on this stream. Maybe tomorrow on the Twitch stream. Also, let's see, Waveblade, Storm's Wake. Tomorrow's Twitch stream, I'll find a better way to announce this, but it's gonna have to either be early or late, and I haven't decided, but I have a hair appointment. I'm getting my hair touched up. My roots are about ready to be done. I'm getting that done tomorrow, and it's like in the middle of my normal Wednesday stream time, so we'll see. Go to uni for free. Long boy? No, not yet, but this is my patch, man. This is gonna be my patch. I am taking gold making very seriously. I am on all kinds of different hustles. Some of them work and some of them don't. But I'm in it, you know? I'm like actively making an effort. So my current gold stash, do I have a graph here? I've been like crafting and selling stuff. Yeah, so this is my gold graph. This is when BFA came out. I became plumb broke because I spent every last penny of gold that I had on the Bloodfang Widow spider mount. And then over, you know, I was busy, and then I like actually tried, and I made a bunch of gold, made it to like 1.5 million, then I plateaued, and eventually made it like 2.6 million, and I've been stuck at 2.6 ever since April. May, you know, June, like, I've been at 2.6 for a long time, so I just hit 2.8.5, and I swear I'm finishing it this time. I'm getting my longbow. There's too many other things that I want to get, plus there's, like, gold grinds that would be really nice to have my longbow for, because my new thing is just aggressively resetting my auctions, like, literally every 18 minutes, so I could really use a mount for that, so I can actually play instead of just, like, I've been just, like, zoned out, sitting in Stormwind, just checking my auctions and resetting them. Like, that's weirdly fun. And then you see that one of them sold, and I'm like, yes. And I don't know, it's fun. Last name, thank you for the super chat. Very generous of you, I appreciate that. Hi, Hazel, great job on the boss videos. Thank you. It is such a, wait, hang on, I should figure out where I'm going. Let's just go to Mechagun. Let's just go to Mechagun. Oh, no, I can't go to Mechagun yet. I have to go to the other place first. I'm gonna be slightly disorganized, but it's okay. I know where I'm going. The thing that I've been saving for a very long time that I'm finally ready to purchase right here on this morning's Tuesday morning Mount Run live stream. Hate the flight to the docks of Dazaralor. It must be better with flying, right? Flying Hordes, is it better? It must be. It must be. Do you like BFA more now that your capital city is like actually kind of navigable? It's still objectively worse than Borealis because even if you can fly, it's still far. But at least now you can just like hop up and down the pyramid without having to mess around with like all the stuff, you know? I'll just fly there. How have you been recently and how are you today? Sup, Keaton? Recently, I've been really good. I've had a really, last night aside, but I've had a really good, like, 4 or 5 days. I'm on this really clean brain kick, if that makes any sense. Like, sometimes I'm just in a really good mood, and I feel in control of my good mood. I feel like I've made some good habits, or I've replaced some bad habits with better habits, and I don't want to get too excited too early, because there's been plenty of instances in my life where I'm like, man, I finally turned myself around, and then it turns out I did not. But I have a good feeling, so I'm just trying to be cautiously optimistic. I have picked up, so how far into this do I want to get right now? Anyways, I'm really good. I have a hummingbird feeder. Okay, so, I adore birds. Like, who doesn't? What kind of a monster hates birds? Outside, mind you. Like, indoor bird pets, also cool, but, like, nice in other people's houses. I find them a little too unpredictably loud. I think it would be a nightmare to try and film, so I don't really, like, want a parrot. Where am I going with this? Okay, so birds outside are cute, right? Established. Fact. Good. Yes. And then, I obviously want bird feeders. But, like, I'm in an apartment. You know, I have a teeny tiny balcony. I don't have a yard. I'm like above people, so I have to be mindful of what I'm like sprinkling down below me. So I don't have bird feeders. And I kind of always assumed in my head that, as long as I lived in an apartment, I would not be able to have bird feeders and that I would need to wait until I got a house. Ikere, thank you very much for the super chat. I apologize if I mispronounced your name. Hazel, do you color your hair yourself? I used to, but not anymore. I've gotten professional help recently, so I go to a salon and have it done. Video quality won't even. Oh no. Aren't you a Twitch partner? Oh, I have a story about that. I have so much to catch up on. Okay, let me finish the dumb bird story. Wait, yes, no, yes. Well, hang on. So the reason I'm here in Darkmoon Fair is I have 1,000 Darkmoon prize tickets. I've been saving those up for like a whole year because I was saving them very ineffectively for a while, but I finally got on top of it. I have 1,000 Darkmoon prize tickets, and I'm here to buy a dirigible. A dirigible. I want a big balloon. Where's the balloon guy? I actually have no idea which vendor sells the mount. Is it this one? Or is it the dude that like walks? Oh no, it's right here. It's just like right here. I can just buy it. I can just learn it. I'm just gonna head back to. Well, obviously I'm getting on it. Let's make sure that we set that as our favorite mount. Darkmoon dirigible. Set favorite. Mount up on that bad boy. I'm gonna ride that around for a day or two. Oh yeah. Oh no, I got off. I'm sorry. Come back. Oh yeah. Oh, that's some good stuff. Look at the. Why is it so pointy on both ends? Oh, it's a good day. You're alive, right? What happened to you? I took a week or two off streaming so that I could. I shouldn't say streaming. I took a week or two off everything so that I could get the boss guides done on time. And just focus on making them and putting them all out, because like up until the boss guides, I'd kind of had like a record of like 1, maybe 2 videos a week that were not the vlog. And at that pace, it would have taken me like 2 months to get them done. And I had like a week, so something needed to give. Oh, yeah. Oh, I've wanted this forever. This is not a new mount. This has been on the vendors for like a year. But it costs 1,000 Darkmoon prize tickets. And that is a lot of Darkmoon prize tickets. So if you are looking at this and you're like, wow, I want to be like Hazel. First of all, aw. Second of all, you're going to need a lot of Darkmoon prize tickets. So the most important thing is to do the pet battle dailies every day, because those are 15 tickets a day, and that's a pretty easy 15 tickets a day, assuming that you can put together teams for those. My teams for the Feezels, named after the WoW dev Muffinus, Feezel. I use mechanical Pandaren Dragonling in both of them. I also like the lifelike mechanical Frostboar. That is in both of my teams. These are the 2 that I actually use. And then I use Pocket Cannon. You can switch out this metal pet. Those, I mean, you can switch out any of them, but the Pandaren Dragonling's really good anyways. But yeah, that's 15 tickets a day. And then there's the turn-ins that you can get like 85 tickets per event, and then you want to do like your profession quests, and you can do the games dailies. Honestly, I burned out in the games dailies back when I was grinding the rep for the Insane. I was kind of over them, so I didn't really do those unless I felt like it. What's the special move? I have to type it, right? / mount special. Does it not have one? Should I be on the ground? / mount special. Okay, it doesn't have one. That's a bummer. Am I typing it good? / MOUNTSPESIAL. Mount special. Yeah, no, nothing. Bummer. It's a lot of prize tickets. Suck at those games. You just gotta know the catch. So, first of all, the taunt game, where you're like driving around the taunt and shooting the targets, just skip that one. It's like fine, you can do it, it's not hard, but it's like annoying, so who cares? Second of all, the turtle toss. You want to aim your reticle right at the spot where he always comes back to in the middle. So just like wait for him to come to the middle. Aim your reticle there. And then wait for when he's about to run back, like when he's turning around at the end of his little dart, and then you click it, and that'll get it on every time. So that's easy. There's this, I don't really do the cannon. Like they changed the rules of the cannon firing thing. Like it doesn't drop the same way it used to, and I had like spent a year learning how to cancel it and fall in the little ring the old way. I don't want to learn it the new way. It's like when they changed the Tickles World Quest. I practiced with original Tickles. I can't jump these new jellies. Aaron dear, thank you for the super chat. Glad to see you again, Hazel. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Still stuck on the treasure hunt thing. I haven't found the man yet. I just don't want to look up the answer. I commend your desire to do it naturally. I definitely got walked through that one. Leveling a team while questing? You can fight wild pets. Honestly, I wouldn't stress too much about leveling teams until Pet Battle Bonus Week. Just because, A, it's soon. NA gets it Okay, well now actually. Yeah, it's up now. Okay. So yeah, just wild fights will do okay if you're just like out questing and you want to level, but I would just go do like Pandaria and Warlords dailies. I actually kind of want to do that now that you mention it, because I do have a couple pets I want to level up, but that's not what I'm doing. I'm going to Mechagon. Yeah. We can also do a couple Ulduar runs. I'm going to need to remember how to, I'm going to have to remember how to do my lockout share. Like, I still have the lockout. I extended it, but I got to remember how to share. Oh, the fire rings? Oh, okay. Yeah, that one's not so bad. That one's not so bad. You just got to make sure that you don't lose your wings. You can always do that one in 2 tries if you need to, but just going through. Why are you not on Twitch instead of YouTube? I do both because I didn't know how to answer that question. So I do YouTube Tuesdays, Fridays, and Twitch Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. Morning Hazel and morning Transip. Jiming, how you doing? Flying is so much better. Isn't it wonderful? Okay, so about the Twitch thing. I'm going to tell the story tomorrow morning on Twitch. But, so I had an application in to become a Twitch partner. And then they finally reviewed it. And they denied me. I failed! It was like a very nice email. I'm not stressed about it. We're not like mad or anything. I got over my initial indignation very quickly. They just said that they want more data because my revival has been fairly new, so they just want to make sure that I can consistently get the same kind of views that I've been getting so far. But oh man, it was funny. After all of that waiting for them to finally read my email, they're just like, no. Oh man. They said to just reapply again in 2 weeks, so I'm gonna give it 2 weeks actually. I'm gonna give it 2 weeks from when from tomorrow. So I'll set a reminder and then I'll apply again. I'm sure it's fine. It also doesn't make much of a difference. Like, as an affiliate, I get 90% of what partners get anyways. It's not a big deal. It was just really funny. Okay, I mean, I was upset for like a second. There was like 10 seconds where I was like about to screenshot the email and post it on Twitter and be like, why don't they like me? But then I was like, wait, it's fine. This is a very temporary problem. Flight path timer, I think, is called In Flight. In Flight is that add-on, and it's very nice. How can they deny the one and only Hazel? It rankled a little bit just because they specifically reached out to me, based on my YouTube stream to ask if I wanted to stream on Twitch, like, around last fall, like BlizzCon time. Literally at BlizzCon. And I had contacted that person who had reached out to me, and I never heard back from them. So maybe they don't work there anymore. Maybe I just left it too long. I did leave it a very long time. So that's fair. But, oh, man. Okay. I don't really know what I'm doing out here, although it is very nice with flying. I like just hanging out here and just, like, you know, trying to get some rare kills in. You know, no big deal. Oh, wow. This mount on this island. Ooh, that's some good stuff. Mechagon chest, yes. I feel like ever since the Timeless Isle, they have been desperately trying to recreate the feeling of the Timeless Isle. And in my opinion, you might not agree with me, but in my opinion, ooh, did I get a new mini? I think they finally did it. Plus, we can fly in this one. We still can't fly, and we will never be able to fly in original Timeless Isle, but this one you can fly in, and I feel like they finally remembered, like, wow, rares are more fun when they're like a little bit rare. Although spawn rate did increase a little bit on Mechagon, but I still find it, I mean, it's not so rare, or it's not so common that I don't feel like they're rare anymore. But there's just like so many things to do. Like, they finally made it feel rewarding to just kind of like hang out and wait for things to happen. And there's enough stuff to do that's like on a regular schedule, so if you don't have time to hang out and wait for things to happen, you can like go and do your dailies for the day and then move on with your life. But if you want to hang out, you know, maybe something will happen. Maybe you'll get a blueprint or a new paint color or a new Azeroth mini or, you know, a gramophone thing or like a mount or a pet. Like, there's so many things that could just happen. Like, I feel like they really finally made that like possibility rich atmosphere, and it's just very exciting. I wish I could spend more time. Oh no, Mecharanchula. Where is he? He's the one that's like over here, right? I'm still learning where they all are. Yes, this way. Pulled. Of course, you have like the wonderful game of am I going to make it in time? But once you get flying, you know, your odds are better. They're not perfect, but they are better. The only one, hang on. Oh my gosh, there's so many things going on. Mecharanchula is behind here. And he is still up. Alright, that's fine. Misty is set, Mario. Doing great. Waiting for my meeting on the game my team is going to make to start in half an hour. Oh, that's exciting. Excited to start the raid this week. Yes, I'm very interested to see how it's going to go. So we don't raid today. We raid tomorrow. Our raid nights are Wednesdays. My understanding is that we're raiding this week, but then we have like half the guild out of town next week. So we might like get 1 week in and then have to take an immediate break. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm interested to see how it goes because some people have been like really engaged in the patch. And some of our roster has been just like busy playing other games, so I don't know how prepared they're going to be. I hope that they at least get their essences unlocked. We'll see how it all goes, but I'm excited just to like hang out with everybody again. I popped into Discord every now and then just to like, you know, catch up with the gang. Oh no, he needs a thing. He hates a color or something. I haven't actually activated that rare yet. What companion is following you and how do I get myself one? Okay, so this is Feathers. He is a reward from a quest that they added, I want to say A15. If you are relatively caught up in your war campaign, you should be able to start the quest line on your boat in Desarlora Borealis. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's how you start it. Did you grab the Dark Moon Fair buff? But I forgot. That's fine though. Like that's fine. Like what do I need rep for now? Like I know I do, but like I have flying. So the thing that was like actually itching at my soul has been resolved. So now, like, you know, I'll get rep, and I'll get it for, like, Exalted Mounts in National. I'll get it before I go to National. I'll get it for Exalted Mounts and, like, Essences and Essence ranks, and, you know, we'll get rep. But, like, it's not, I don't feel like I'm in a big hurry. So, it's okay. I don't want to go all the way back. Yeah, no, Rust Feather's down. Rust Feather, I feel like you really need to camp. If you really want to take them out. Hungry, now I can smell pizza, soon it will be mine. Oh man, I don't know. Me and food are fighting right now. I had a snack last night and it seemed like a great idea at the time. It was like midnight chips and salsa, like tortilla chips and salsa, and they were really good. But I think it was a mistake because the chips were really salty and the salsa was like really acidic. So of course it was delicious. But also, it hurts. Yeah, it hurt my tongue. So I think that's how you know it's a mistake. If it's like burning holes in your mouth, it's probably a mistake. It wasn't like spicy or anything. It was just like very acidic and very salty. And I find I just get like, I don't know. I can't eat stuff like that if I want to keep my mouth intact. It's very sad. Quit retail weeks after cattle lunch, but you make me want to play retail. I like it. It works for me. It doesn't work for everybody. I find that the people that are disengaging from it a bit now, at least the ones that I know, tend to be the ones that have been playing for a very long time and are like ready for a break. So if you're just fresh off of like a 6-7 year break, you might be ready to jump back in. Final raid fight is scary just from looking at all the guides. The last two. So like the first 6 bosses are like, I don't want to say they're easy. Obviously tuning is going to be different on live from PTR. I don't want to say they're easy, but they're easy enough to understand. They've done a good job of making mechanics that are still like interesting to do without being really complicated, like without just having 70 things going on. There's just like 2 or 3 things going on, but you have to pay attention to them. So that's like the first 6 fights. And then you go to the fight 7 and 8, Zakul and Ashara. And at that point, you're back into the 70 things. Have you guys seen the dungeon journal for Ashara? This was my night last night. So like her dungeon journal, you've got 4 phases, you have 2 intermissions. There's like everything has its own stuff, and not that many of the, like there's some repeat mechanics in here, but there's a lot of mechanics that are not repeat mechanics, and it just keep like, whoever wrote the dungeon journal had a job all by themselves and not even counting for making the boss. Like good grief, like this is just phase 3, like it just keeps going. There's so much happening. And I think they had to do it that way. Like, if you put in Queen Ashara and you make her fight too simple, even if it's difficult, people are going to be like, wow, we've been waiting to fight Ashara for all of these years, and this is her fight. So they kind of had to just, like, throw everything in there. And I do think it makes a fun fight, or at least, I mean, we'll see. I do think it looks like a cool encounter. It's just, it's a lot going on. A lot of stuff happening. I tried to condense it not in like cutting things out, but like if something wasn't going to change what you needed to do, I didn't spend a lot of time on it in the video, because otherwise the video would have just been like 20 minutes long. Recipe for heartburn. Oh, that's probably what happened to me. Maybe it wasn't the coffee. I definitely could not sleep after I went to bed last night because I had really bad heartburn, so maybe that's why. Naz is my list of chores, and Mech is my reward for getting them done. Yeah, I like the aesthetic of Nazjatar a lot. Also, I am so disorganized right now. I guess I should just pick up... Yeah, maybe I'll worry about this later. Maybe I'll just go do Ulduar runs. Like, I don't think I'm gonna unlock anything right now. Ooh. Oh, there's a marker on my map. That's new. Is that an event or something? I haven't seen that before. Maybe that's... Maybe I just disabled an add-on or something. This guy can drop a pet. I don't have that yet. Hello, Hazel. How you doing? Septaria, how are you? Tips for someone coming back to BFA after getting maxed in a new character. A bit overwhelmed. Oh, yeah. There's a lot going on. Coming back to BFA after getting maxed in a new character. I would say step one is just to unlock the new stuff. Like, you don't have to get knee-deep in Nazjatar and Mechagon. Especially because the mobs there are going to be fairly challenging if you're in light gear, but just unlocking Nazjatar and Mechagon and getting there is going to get you a free 370 weapon. It's going to get you a free 400 piece of benthic gear. It's going to get you your punch card trinket. It's going to get you Titan essences. It'll get your net caught up. So that's like really important. If you are catching up a new alt or starting a new alt, unlock Titan essences first, because in that quest line, it will boost you to 35. And any null azurite that you farm before you do that is basically wasted, because it'll boost you to 35 when you unlock essences. So unlock Titan essences first. Also, they're just really good, so that'll help you out a bunch. And then you can like start worrying about benthic gear. Let's see over here, I guess. Hazel stream already exalted. How does the charging station, every time I want to use it, it disappears? This is an instruction product. It's up for a certain amount of time. You might be just getting unlucky. I guess you could be getting phased. I've heard a lot of people complaining about phasing issues, and I'm sure that it's... Oh, my cat's so cute. She's like sleeping on the carpet. I wonder if I can show you. I'm sure it is an issue. I just haven't really had problems with it myself. I had problems with the Nazjatar phasing everybody was having issues with, where you were like trying to collect starfish and they were just despawning. But I haven't had that problem in a little bit. I wanna, where's my phone? I could, no, oh. She's just got like the twitchy feet, you know, alright, you guys know what cats are like. I'll do this pet battle. That's a thing I can go do. Thanks for being you. Thank you for being you and being here. Are you one of those people that immediately fight the rare as soon as 2 people come? Do you wait for like 2 or more to come? I tend to try, depending on like if it's a rare one, I tend to wait for someone else to pull it. Because I just don't want to be the person that pulled it. And then when I do pull it, if it's like a rust feather or like one that I know drops like a pet or a mount or something, then I will just throw a dot on it like a Shadow of Pain and then not touch it to give it more time. But if it's one of those ones that seems to be like up every hour that I'm not stressed about, then I'll just kill it normally. Okay, rematch notes for Unit 6. These are teams from wowpetguide.com, and this is how I do. So with rematch, I just imported a bunch of code that saved this team, and then you have these like notes here that were set by the person that set up that team, and that has my instructions right on the screen. It's wonderful. How did you stack your skill at the way it is? My skill. I'm gonna need more context. I have a variety of skills. Did I finish my hummingbird story? I mean, I was almost at the end of it. We had established that birds are cute and that I wanted bird feeders, but I didn't think I could have them because I did not have a house. And I didn't think I could have them until I had a house because of the way my balcony is. So we got a box of stuff from my in-laws. They just sent us like some miscellaneous things. You know how parents do. And one of the things in that box was a window hummingbird feeder. It's got like suction cups to attach to a window. And I'm like, I have a window. So I have been like lovingly preparing. I mean, it's nectar. You don't do anything special. It's literally 1 part sugar, 4 parts water. And preparing the nectar, and every 3 days I like clean it really thoroughly and like make sure there's water in the little moat thing that's supposed to keep the bugs off it. And there's been hummingbirds and they've been drinking it, and I'm just like I cried a little bit the first time I saw a hummingbird, because I was like, oh my god, I made that for you and you found it. This is everything I wanted. It was just, they're so cute, and the cat is like so upset about it. I can't tell if she's upset or happy, but she has some feelings about the hummingbirds. It's just been great. So I'm just very happy that, like, I thought I couldn't have a bird feeder, and now I have one, and there's birds. So I feel like this must be new. So this is showing me an active rare. It's like the same icon that they had in Tanan Jungle. Maybe it's not new. Hazel, I like your videos. Thank you, Mr. X. Welcome back, Hazel. I've returned. Rare scanner's good. What add-on do you use for mechs? So I have, the little stars on my map are Tomcat's Tours, which is a plugin for handy notes. And I think that's it. I think that's the gist of it. This graphic is new to me, which is why I'm thinking that's been patched in, either by one of my add-ons or the game. One of those. How do you get exalted so fast? I'm not exalted. I'm just revered. And I felt like I was quite late to the train, so with Rust Bolt, get a contract. I always thought Rust Bolt would be the easier one, but Rust Bolt was actually harder for me. You can get contracts on the auction house or from a scribe, or craft them if you want. And that'll give you 10 rep per world quest. So you can like go just do the stuff that's up on Mechagon. And then, you know, you get like you get rep for the first time you turn in every pet battle. You get rep for the first time you kill every rare. You get rep for the daily quests. If Chromie's alternate realm is up, or if you have the toy that puts you in Chromie's alternate realm, there are daily quests there. And then you get this contract, and that gives you 10 rep with Rust Bolt when you complete any world quest. So if you're really going nuts, like I did when I first unlocked flying, you get that up. And you're like, wow, what if I just went and did every world quest? And you can get a lot of rep that way. It takes a while, but like also, I was just having so much fun. Part of the reason why I was up so late, finishing the raid guide so late, was because, ooh, Anchor Read. Oh, this stuff's still so good right now. What's it going for? 159 gold. I was selling that for 200 gold a piece yesterday. Like, I had a stock built up to make flasks with. I'm like, you know what? I can make more. I don't know if I'm going to see 200 gold Anchor Weed again for a while, so we're offloading. Realized I can do the quest for the Mecha Spider today. Yay, congratulations. I was very excited about that one. I was a happy camper with that. I see that there is a chest. Oh, I see. The herb node is confusing me. I need to go in here. Hummingbirds, smallest dinosaurs ever? I didn't know. Maybe I did. I didn't think I knew that they chirped. It wasn't until I had one like sitting like right outside my window, like really close to me, that I could see that they chirp. Like it's, you know, I don't know. I thought its beak didn't do that. I don't know what sound I thought it made, but they chirp like little birds. Duh. I don't know why that surprised me, but I was like floored when I saw it. I'd never seen a hummingbird specifically make a sound aside from, you know. Forgot to contracts were a thing. Yeah, you can get them for the Nashatar rep too if that's one that you need more badly, more direly. But Rust Bolt was the one for me for sure. Okay, I'm just like wandering around aimlessly, not actually accomplishing. Well, I guess I'm like getting my mechanized chest done. So that's actually the other Mechagon rep tip that I learned is if you don't have time for all of Mechagon, because some of this stuff takes a little bit. If you don't have time for all of it, at the very least, do this world quest that pops up that has you like kill 3 rares or open 6 chests or complete activities like that world quest. Do at least that one every day, because that will give you 850 rep, which is like a huge chunk of the rep that's available. So if nothing else, just do that one and you'll get there before too long. What's the deal with the time displacer? If that is the name of the thing that puts you in Chromie's alternate realm, then it gives you access to some other quests and rares, or at least versions of rares. But if it's something else, then I have no idea. Stocked up on augment runes to sell tonight? Oh, that's probably a good one. I have been doing potions, some flasks, some enchants. light step hoof plates. I've been doing contracts. I have been doing herbs and fish and food. My thing is I've been first thing in the morning checking the Najatar Profession World Quest and then the turn-in World Quest here. I actually never turned in this thing. I only did this one time because I'm like, I'm already all the way out here. I don't want to go find 20 whatevers. But I would like buy whatever this thing was at the very beginning of the day. Sometimes I would buy like a lot of them to reset the price and then sell them for a little bit more in the stack size that you need for the quest. And I had a really good time selling those. Like when Star Moss went up, that was beautiful because I have, and this is slightly embarrassing, I have 15,000 Star Moss in my bank. I bought them really cheap because I was convinced they would be more expensive one day. And at this point, even if they are, I'm not convinced I'm ever going to fully unload all 15,000 Star Moss. But it was a good start. I had a good day. I made some gold doing that. Let's do an Ulduar run. Let's like go do some not A2 stuff for now. Some people are challenged by the Crossing Lines World Quest. I find them quite easy. What about you? I found them very challenging at first, and then something kind of clicked after I had done enough of them, and I learned, and then I realized the strategy, which is, for me at least, to work from the outside in, because originally I was just like randomly clicking on flippy things. I guess I can go to National to do one just to show you what I mean, assuming that there's one up. I was just randomly clicking on the things until I could like try and get like a feel for what the shapes were, and it's occurred to me that that's stupid. So instead, just like look at the far outside orb, and I'll show you what I mean if I can find one, just in case anybody's still stuck on these. Maybe it was just me. Uncrossed ley lines. Is there a harder ley lines one? That one's easy. Ley locked chest. Yeah, okay. We'll go do that one. But yeah, working from the outside in. Anyone tried WoW Classic? Is it as good as you remember, or is it only nostalgia? So I have tried WoW Classic because I've played a little bit of the beta. I did not play back then, so I could be considered to be a control environment without the nostalgia. I am the nostalgia control because I don't have it. And I think it's probably at least 8 out of 10 as good as you remember. It depends on, I think, whether or not you're going to have people to play with in it, because it's one of those things that I think will be much better with a group. And also how attached you are to the modern comforts of WoW life. But I think that even without the nostalgia, it does hold up and has some things to offer that live WoW does not. So I think it'll do pretty well. I think it'll do well. This is wrong. I've gone to the wrong place. What do you look up on the auction list for the contracts? Just search Rust Bolt Resistance and you'll find it. Contract Rust Bolt Resistance. We need an update. Oh, a lemon update. Okay. Yeah. Hang on. New package for handy notes? Yes. So, Tomcat's Tours. If you like, go look up handy notes on your favorite add-on acquiring interface. I have Tomcat's Tours. I guess I can show you how it's formatted. Tomcat's Tours. So they're listed as different things here. Rares of Mechagon and then Rares of Najatar. I use the Mechagon one, but not the Najatar one. I couldn't tell you why. But those are plugins for handy notes. I think. They've been good. I do have the Mechagon cat mount. I've scrolled up too far. Hummingbirds that nest in one of our trees. We have baby hummingbirds. Oh my god. I was going to answer a question. I had it in my head. I was like going back to look for it. We were talking about the puzzle chests. Ooh, there's a rare over here. Gosh, I lost my train of thought. Somebody was asking me about YouTube burnout, and somebody was asking me about hand burnout. So, for repetitive stress injury, which I do and have struggled with, the thing that helped me more than anything else, I tried like sleeping with braces on my hands, I tried all the stretching and stuff. The thing that helps me is lifting weights, just a little bit. You don't need to be like Buffsor, clearly. Clearly. But I have like a 20-pound weight back there, and the reason why it's ugly and stays out here is because I lift that just like a tiny bit, like 5 times per side per day. And maybe I'm just stretching it because it's not very many reps. But it's in like the general idea is to strengthen a little bit the supporting muscles along your hand and wrist. You can do like exercises with like tiny hand weights, but I found that doing the whole arm helped. because you want to just make a foundation so that the tiny muscles in your hands and fingers don't overpower the rest of them. Like, my understanding, and I'm not a doctor, super not a doctor, but my understanding about, like, repetitive stress is that, or at least one of the problems with it, is that you are, you know, like, each joint, each muscle has, like, a push and a pull. And if you're always pushing, like, you're always buffing up one side of the muscle but not the other side, it will start to pull in a direction. Like, your clicking muscles are really good, but the supporting muscles on the other side are not. So it starts to pull things out of whack and can put pressure on your nerves. That's my general, not a doctor, understanding. So the theory, again, not a doctor, the theory behind lifting weights is that you're strengthening the rest of it so that there's a counterbalance to your overworked gaming muscles, essentially. And not a doctor, but that has worked for me, is just lifting weights. I just do curls, honestly. You can do wrist exercises too, those are good, but just lifting weights, taking breaks too, but lifting weights, taking breaks. And that's the thing. I'm looking for this chest. Uncross the ley lines. Clearly flying does not fix everything. It's like they're in buildings usually, yeah? Yeah, here we go. Okay. So the way I tackle these now is I will start by looking, and I'm sure this is really obvious for some people, but just in case anybody was still stuck, because this was not easily apparent to me, I'll start an outside, let's say this top orb, and I want to see what it's connected to, and then move it to whatever it's closest to. So I see it's connected to, it looks like maybe this one, so I can move it to this one or this one, because it's close. So that was not it, actually. It was this one, maybe? So, and now I can see that I fixed that. So now I can see it's over here. So if I switch that with a close one, no, I ruined it. I'm not demonstrating very well. But like, switching things from the outside in. So this one, I can see it's crossing a whole bunch of stuff. So to make it cross fewer things, I can move this closer by switching its position with a very close thing. And that, like, once I started to look at it as an outside in sort of thing, that really made it easier for me. Like, for whatever reason, it was not computing until I started to do that. Okay, lemon update. Let me go grab them. Alright, so I grabbed one. Good news first. 3 of them are still alive, and they still look good. I moved them into the solo cups, so if you are not American, this is a solo cup. So they're still doing good. I have them living outside full time right now because it is not getting very cold at night. They don't seem bothered by the cold. They get lots of sunshine out there. It's more light than I could give them inside, so they're in like the most light I can give them. They've been potted up. And then the bad news is they're not really growing, but I'm assuming it's because I just potted them into a whole bunch of dirt. So because of that, I'm assuming that they're busy putting down roots right now. And at some point, they'll hit critical root mass and be like, wow, okay, I'm ready. And then they'll grow. As long as they're not, like, dying, I'm not too stressed about it. So I just make sure that they stay watered. I carved drainage holes into the bottom of this. So it drains. They get watered. And everything's okay. Everything's all good. Yeah, I'll just go do the other chest just while I'm out here. I'll finish all this stuff later. Or maybe I don't know. Oh, there's a pet battle for, like, pet charms. Those are nice. Do you have Kelpfin yet? I don't. He's from, is he from Safari? How do I get him again? I remember, but I also don't. I might be close. Let's see. I've been a little out of touch with stuff. I'm a little out of the loop. Team Aquashock. Team Aquashock. Complete all the National Guard. Okay, so I completed the battles. I just need to do Safari. So I'm missing 3 for Mecha Safari and 4 for National Guard Safari. So I'm actually pretty close. I'm a retired nurse, and yes, it helps to strengthen all those muscles. Breaks are also very important, as well as proper positioning. I mean, obviously I agree. You're the nurse. I'm just some lady, but that all lines up with what I know. Love those quests. Are the Candy Crush puzzles broken? No, I don't think so. They changed them so that you don't have to get 5 in a row anymore. You just have to match like a certain amount of a certain colored thing. I guess I can just do this. I'm like here already. I said I was gonna get the rep up and then I didn't. Oops. That seems fine. I keep hearing about Mechagons upside down. Any idea what people are referring to? So when Chromie visits the island, she offers access to an alternate reality Mechagon that's like extra on fire. And within that alternate reality Mechagon, some things exist twice, some things only exist over there. There's typically an extra daily quest. And then the catch is that even when Chromie is not there, alternate reality or upside down Mechagon still exists. And you can get back there. I want to say there's either a toy or a thing you can craft. I don't have it. I haven't looked that far into it. But you can get back there even if she's not there if you have the thing. And that's a way to farm rep faster by staying on top of the stuff going on in Upside Down Mechagon. That's the gist of it. I think. Anyways, I'm assuming. Maybe they just mean turning upside down. Grats in the lemon tree starts stocking up on tequila. Oh man, I don't know if actually I shouldn't say I'm not a tequila person. I don't know if I'm a tequila person. I'm a cheap wine person apparently. You only have to worry about the lemon plant if it starts saying, "Feed me," in a deep voice. Music is killing. Sinishar makes me tear up. It's so sad. It's very pretty. I prefer the Mechagon music just because I really like the Mechagon music. But this stuff is very, very pretty. I think it's also, I just like Mechagon a little better. They're both great zones. But this zone has slightly more grindy memories associated with it. I spent a little longer just looking for like one more Hydra or like Elite Naga or Sticky Seaweed. So I think I just like Mechagon just a little bit more. But this place has the Zinanthid and holy butts, this stuff's good. That's part of my gold making plan. Hey, blueprint item that drops from mobs there. Gotcha. Figured it was something like that. Drops from anything in future Mechagon. Make sure to farm it when there. Okay, so you would need to wait until Chromie is back before you get there, but then you could farm it. I don't have it. How many unique pets do you have? Sitting at 1,110. Man, I need one more, and then I'll have 1,111. That'll be sick. Yeah, I haven't finished my Safari achievements yet. Kind of hungry. Is it hunger or is it heartburn? Who knows? Great job on the raid, guys. Thank you, Sticky Seaweed. I actually just kind of gave up on the requisition quests after a while. Like, requisitions and bounties, honestly, they're not really worth stressing about if... Why am I here? Oh, I'm trying to kill this one. Like, sure, if you're trying to get the rep as quickly as you humanly can, it's great. But it's not that much rep. It's like 50, 75 rep, and there's like some gold, but like, for the amount of time you spend on it, you can kind of skip it if you're not feeling it. They're just like extra things to do for people that really want to grind it out, in my opinion. You get plenty of Najatar rep just by doing the storyline, doing the regular world quests. Make sure that you unlock the chest world quest, because the chest, like the bejeweled thing and the orb switching thing, because there's quite a few of those. Do a pet battle of each one. Like do your pet battles. Those are really good in Najatar specifically. You don't need it. I don't, like, almost every day, maybe that's why I got my flying so relatively late, but almost every day that I was out here, I would, like, start all my requisitions and bounties, and then I would finish the regular stuff. I would not finish the requisitions and bounties. I would just leave them at, like, 7 of 10 done, because I didn't have time. Did I have time? I didn't want to. That's the truth. There's the truth right there. 5 sticky seaweeds, 4 too many. Hazel and Misty, how are the kids? Kids are mostly okay. So the dog went to work with my husband today. He's totally fine. He just wanted to let me sleep in a little bit this morning, which was very sweet of him. So Joker's not home today. Cat's good. She was asleep on my carpet a minute ago, but she's gone now. She's around. The fishy on this camera, on the super tilted camera, this guy is still struggling with fin rot, and it's driving me bonkers. But we're on top of it. We are aware of it. We're treating it right now. I'm just giving him, currently I'm just giving him very clean water every day, just to kind of give his immune system a break, because I've tried a few different treatments and you don't want to overwhelm them with that. So I'm right now just clean water every day and keeping it very, very, very clean and feeding him like 1 pellet at a time of like really good food. like some frozen foods now and then. It's not getting worse, so I'm not super stressed about it, but it's also not getting better, and I would really like it if you could just get better. All right, so I want to put this one over here. I want to put this one, let's like flip those around, and you flip those around. Yeah, that's the stuff. They're part of the National meta for the sideways crab, but after that, don't do them. Oh, very good point. Very good point. What's that called? So I know the mount is the snapback scuttler, because I always imagine it with a little hat. It doesn't have a hat, but I imagine it with a little snapback. Undersea usurper. Undersea usurper. I just want to see where I'm at on it. So probably. Oh no, that's the Merle thing. I have not been doing the Murloc trading thing at all. Oh, interesting. What's it called? What's it called? Shoo away. Oh, I did start that. Oh yeah, complete 30 requisitions or bounties. Okay, so I only need to do 5 more and then I'm good. How to get what exactly the pet safaris are. So for the pet safari achievements, that just means that you've caught one of every wild pet that is available in the zone. That's all. So you can go around, fight the wild pets, catch them. If you want to know which ones you still need, you can look up the safari achievements. So I can see for National Safari, I'm still looking for a Sandclaw Sunshell, Hissing Chitterspine, Bloodseeker, and Great Sea Albatross. Sometimes you'll find them as backline pets. And then if there's any specific one that you're just like not able to find, I would just look it up in Wowhead and see if anybody has any like, it spawns over here or, you know, whatever. Eight of 12 and Koan, 1 of 12 Rust Bolt to Revered. Sitting at work all day is such a drag. You'll get there. You'll get there. If nothing else, try to make time for that 1 850 rep Mechagon thing. If nothing else, try and do that. It's rough. You'll get it though. It'll be over before you know it. So this world quest, the murky thing, I don't do this one because I feel like it's annoying. How bad is that? Should I try it? I tried it once and I like got in the egg and I like killed one mob and I'm like, no. Maybe we skip this one. Undead pets should I level first? I think that you want an unborn Valkyr, which will come mostly leveled already, but you gotta find one first is the tricky part. But they're very good in a lot of fights this tier. You can camp those out in Northrend. Phasing makes it a bit annoying, but you only need one. Aside from that, what other undead pets you guys think? You know, bone serpents come in handy. What do I use that's undead? There's got to be something I'm not thinking of. The Valkyr is definitely the big one. I use... Macabre Marionette's actually not bad because he has Dead Man's Party, which is a pretty unique thing. It gives you that like 100% shattered debuff, but like in undead, so that's nice. That comes in handy. I would give him a level. Actually, Infected Squirrel is just a wild pet that you can get that's been kind of handy again because of Stampede. Stampede buffs are really good because the debuff, you can just hit something else into it and just wreck them. It's great. There's got to be something I'm not thinking of. No, I guess those are the big ones. Bone Shard? Bone Shard. Bone Shard. Oh, is he the one that does Yeah. Bone Shard's really good too. Bone Shard's really good too. You can throw down Blistering Cold and Chop. And then if another pet throws down like a Black Claw Flock kind of situation, it's game over. Graves is good, but if you don't already have Graves is like annoying. You have to play Heroes of the Storm. Actually, is he still available? Did they end that promotion? Unborn Valkyrie been a lifesaver? Yeah. Super, super, super handy. Undead Crab, think you get it from Ghostlands? Icky? Yeah. We're just talking about undead pets, but speaking of Ickies, that's my new hustle that I'm gonna do. Ickies, because they're really good right now, are apparently also very valuable right now. And they're not that hard to get if you have alts that never did the Icky quest. So at some point, I might just like take a couple characters through Spires of Iraq enough to get an Icky, and then level it, especially during Pet Bonus Week, and then sell it, because those are going for like 50k each in my server. And if I could sell a few of those, that would be sick. Jumped in the last stream as it was just ending. Glad I caught this one. Doing that in alts as well. I'm shocked that they got so expensive so fast. Those used to be so cheap because they're not that hard to get. If you're considering buying an Icky in the auction house, don't. Unless you want to buy it from me. No, I'm kidding. But you can get them just by doing the regular story quest line of Spires of Iraq and Warlords. It's not that far in, and it's quite easy. You'll still need to upgrade and level it, but they're not tough to get. Looking at selling some Ickies. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna try like one to start. You never want to flood a market. Is a thing that I'm learning. I used to just like post everything that I had, but ever since they changed deposits, it's like really expensive to post everything you have. So I've just been posting things in like the smallest amount that I think will sell, and then just one at a time. Like I had a stack of like 60 Rust Bolt contracts that I bought, and I was just feeding them back in one at a time, one at a time. Hazel Floyd here. What's up, dude? How you doing? Did you do the hyper compressed ocean yet? No. That's a later me problem. Oh man, I'm so hungry. What's a good, maybe you guys know this. I don't. What's a good snack / meal / type of food to eat? That's like not going to aggravate heartburn. I was not very nice to my tummy last night, and I need to apologize to my tummy. And aside from like the herbal tea I'm doing right now, I don't know what to do. I'm definitely hungry, but I don't know what the answer is. I have bananas. Should I eat a banana? I'm gonna get more tea anyways. Here, look at a crooked fishy. He's in there somewhere. Okay, I bet. Pizza. I doubt it. Pizza, terrible heartburn. Watermelon, avocado, cottage cheese. I have an avocado. Milk? Nothing red, no tomatoes, strawberries that will set it off. No acidic stuff. Okay, so not acidic. So, I have crackers. I have like some whole grain rice crackers. I have, oh, what else do I have? Cheese. Probably not cheese. Probably take it easy on cheese. Carrots. I used to eat carrots for heartburn, and I didn't really know why. I think I had just assumed, and this is not medicine at all. This is a dumb thing that was probably not even true. I guess I just assumed that I had heartburn from eating not enough vegetables. So I'd be like, quick, eat a vegetable, and I would just eat a carrot. Listen, growing up is hard. Sometimes you just assume things. Tilted fish tank's freaking me out. It's just a tilted camera. I promise my tank's not that tilted. It would have exploded by now. Stay away from carbs, bit of cheese, betta fish, yeah. Blue marble or a butterfly betta, I got into fish, now it's all over. Feel that. Yeah, he is a black and white well, I call him a panda betta. I don't think that's a thing. He's just like a black and white marbled betta. He's got some white scales that have like a blue shine to them, but only in the light. He's mostly just black and white. Hazel has 2 fish tanks now. I actually have 3 aquariums. I have 5 gallon, 10 gallon, 20 gallons. The 10 has White Cloud Mountain minnows in it. I just added a new piece of wood to it. I don't know why I wish they would breed in there, but I just wish they would because it's supposed to be easy, so I'm wondering what I'm doing wrong. But it's like real heavily planted. It's doing good. It's actually I finally got on top of my algae issues, actually. I was having really bad algae problems in the 2 bigger tanks for a while. And, oh, that reminds me, I need to dose my, I need to dose my, I didn't check my notes to see if this is what I was supposed to do, but apparently it's working. Liquid carbon. But yeah, just turning down the photo period and dosing CChem Excel every day. And then also fertilizing, actually. I've been adding Easy Green. It turns out that some of the algae was actually from water being too clean, which I didn't think was a thing, but apparently it can be. The nitrates were too low because I have like a ton of plants in both tanks and not that many fish. So adding a fertilizer that actually has some nitrogen in it actually helped with the algae. I'm gonna try a midweek dose this week to see if that helps with the yellowing problems I've been having. Video guide I watched had really quiet audio, but it did the trick. My recent video, was it quiet? Papaya, hard-boiled egg. To breed white clouds, feed them live frozen foods, Daphnia. So I've been giving them Daphnia, brine shrimp, bloodworms, and occasionally mysis shrimp. And I find that the bloodworms and the brine shrimp and the Daphnia all get them going. I see them like I think my ratio is bad. So these are just like the leftovers. I originally bought the white clouds to go in the community tank, and they didn't really like it there. They weren't doing very well. I don't know why, but they weren't doing very well. So I moved them into this tank and to treat them originally, and then they just liked it better, so I left them there. But I don't want to buy more of them, but I have 5 of them, and the ratio is bad. I have 2 females and 3 males, so the females are a little outnumbered. I know that's not ideal. They have lots of space, and they're constantly like exhibiting breeding behaviors, but I haven't seen them actually get any eggs out of the ladies. They constantly seem pretty big. They have a ton of plants. They really like the moss, and they really like the hornwort. Filter, there's a pre-filter sponge on the hob filter, and there's also a sponge filter. They're both really low, so they're not getting like sucked up into the filter. I don't know what the deal is. I'm not too stressed about it because I don't need to breed them. I just, I just want to make sure that they're happy and stuff. I've also been doing water changes with slightly cooler water. That tank is unheated, although the dream is to keep it at 74. It's been like kind of 78 just because it's hot here and there's not much to be done about that. Anyways, yeah, fish stuff. They're cute though. They're happy, so that's the important thing. I would eat crackers, bananas, milk, anything not acidic. One of my issues with my planted betta tanks, let us know how it turns out. I'm not fertilizing my betta tank at all just because I don't want to upset him. He's such a diva. I'm trying to fix his fins, and I don't know what's up with them. I'm hoping that the almond leaf and the clean water really does it, although it's been a while. Anyways, I am going to turn in this emissary. I am going to do at least 1 Ulduar run just to prove I remember how. So I guess I'm going to fly this priest out to Ulduar, and we'll do our little lockout share, skip right to Yogg Saron, and see if he wants to feed on the floor. See if he wants to give me a Mim's head. My wife got into fish a few weeks back. Now we have 2 55-gallon tanks and a 10-gallon quarantine tank. I am so happy that she has a quarantine tank. It sounds like she's doing the thing properly. And I am so jealous that you can just jump in with 55-gallon tanks. Like, I want them so bad, but I can't have them here. When I get big tanks, I'm getting a goldfish tank. And then I want to upgrade my 20 community to like a 55 community and get just like, I want a Pleco, I want some more Cories, I want cherry barbs. I'm really fascinated with like the schooling fish that reach like 2-ish inches. So like the Rasbora hets, I mean, there's like a bajillion examples, but like emperor tetras, like schooling fish that just get like a little bigger and like really pretty colors. I saw some fully grown ones in a fish store once, and I'd only ever seen the tiny babies before, and I'm like, oh my god, they're beautiful. So I don't know. Lots of options, but I want a bigger tank. I'm going to Ulduar. I need to go to Northrend, so I need to go to Stormwind and then Crystal Song and then fly. Many of my characters are already parked out there, so that'll be fine. But this one needs to fly. They need some sort of mat. Small, frequent feedings. That might be my problem. I'm only doing them once a day. They have a Java fern, a Java moss clump. They do not have a Java moss mat. They have a ton of plants. Kitty, you want up? You want up? There used to be shrimp in that tank, and I was wondering if the shrimp were eating the eggs, but I think the fish ate the shrimp. I'm done trying to keep fish with shrimp. Some people manage to do it. I cannot seem to manage to do it. We sound like parents pestering their kids for grandkids. Have you seen the Brawlers Guild boss that spawns at the top of the water in Bloodfin? Murky? Murgle. Gurkfin. Murgle Gurk. No, but I've tried to spawn him once, but then it wasn't working out for me. Used to get really bad heartburn, and a handful of organic almonds always helped. Okay. One step or two away from starting fish giveaways if she finds the right type of breeding fishes. Oh man, anything where I'm gonna have to ship stuff is very stressful for me, and I'm not likely to do it. Also, shipping fish, it can be done if people do it, but I don't know if that's in my skill set. Adulto Decibarbs, I know. Those are gorgeous. Should you do Eternal Palace and a Heroic right away, since you might be reset for a week if you do it normal first? What do you mean reset for a week? You can do normal and then do Heroic. You can do both. I don't see why not. Setup seems good. Try live food. Things like vinaigrette yields, super easy. I tried to hatch brine shrimp. And maybe I was trying to grow them out too big. This was like last year. I was trying to like grow out brine shrimp to feed to my betta just for fun. And I never managed to get them. Like I could hatch them, but I couldn't get them past that. I haven't tried vinaigrette eels though. GVs and females, but the males are awesome. I like the true gold barbs. I have a special thing about cherry barbs because they're the first fish that I've tried to put in that community tank. And either my stock or my keeping was bad when I first got them because they all died. They were kind of sick when I got them, and then I was not skilled enough to get them better, and I was quite upset about that. So I want to try them again one day just to prove that I can, and just because they're so pretty. Don't have Argent Crusade tabard? No. No. It's not that far. This is fine. Hazel in 5 years. Once she's a success on Twitch and has a full-time editor, she'll have Shark Tanks. Wait, has a full-time editor or is a full-time editor? I don't know which one of those things is my future. Shark Tanks. I think the scariest fish that I want to keep would be like an Oscar, and they're not that scary. I don't want anything that can bite me and like actually cause a lot of damage. It's okay if it can bite me and cause a little bit of damage as long as I don't think it's going to bite me. I don't know. Oh, the dude on top of the raptor on top of the shark with lasers. That I have not seen. Got honored with Rustful. Congratulations. 255 gallons and filters and Craigslist. You're setting the tanks up to look like Najatar. Oh, that's fun. Oh, there's so many cool things you can do with stone. First time managing to catch you live. Almost 3 a.m. here. Sending mount drop vibes. Wiggly fingers. Thank you. Have a good night. Brine are a nightmare, aka sea monkeys. Well, that's why I wanted to try them because as a child, I had a very substantial sea monkey phase. My grandmother got them for me at a fair once. I don't know why. Well, it wasn't at the fair. It was like a toy store near the fair. But anyways, I had sea monkeys as a kid, and then I actually managed to successfully have a tank of sea monkeys / brine shrimp. Same thing. In my room as a child for like a good year. Like I had several generations of brine shrimp. And I remember that being kind of fun and also like easy. So I was thinking, if 11-year-old me can do it, how come 25-year-old me can't do it? And I still haven't figured that out yet. I had a coworker who went on Shark Tank. They did not invest. Oh, no. Excited for the new raid cinematic? I should be, but, like, I don't know. I'm sure it'll be really cool. They always knock the cinematics out of the park. I'm just, like, sort of, like, passively enjoying the story. I don't know if I'm, like, really waiting up at night to find out what happens next. I am quite convinced that the next expansion is going to be very much Old God infused. I don't think anything that we do or don't do at this point is going to change that. So, yeah. I don't know if there's like a twist they could throw in that'll like floor me, but maybe I'll be wrong. So I'm going to log over onto my mage and get my lockout shared. What are you drinking? Tears. Why did I say that? That's not even funny. I said, tea. It's 2 letters off. This is honey lemon ginseng herbal tea. Najatar fish tank, so doing that. Loved my sea monkeys, had mine forever. Like the fact that I managed to get them to like multiple generations of sea monkeys. I guess it's not that strange that they got them to breed, but like my adult sea monkeys made tiny sea monkeys happen. And that was the coolest thing ever. I still haven't managed to breed fish as an adult with like actual fish. Granted, I don't have any live bearers, but I don't want to try that. That's cheating. I want to make my... Well, I don't want to make them. I want my beautiful, lovely White Cloud Mountain Minnow children to just love each other and do what comes naturally. Where am I going? Mage. This one. Hi, Hazel. How much sleep did you get? Ooh, asking the specific questions. So it's not anybody's fault but my own. I finished the Ashara guide, actually, not too bad. I finished it at 3 a.m. and then it had to render and then it had to upload. And then I was trying to wait for it to get to 4K processing until I posted it, but then I couldn't. And that took until 4 a.m. So I tried to go to bed at 4 a.m. But then I was like, I couldn't sleep because I had coffee last night, which worked very well for getting me through the rest of the editing, but it was like too much. It was a mistake. So I had coffee and then, ooh, my healing potion sold. I'm going to make some more. I couldn't sleep and I had really bad heartburn because I made poor choices. So I started reading a book. And then I like finished the second half of the book. I had, Where the Crawdads Sing because I had just been seeing it on the bestseller list for like years or however long it's been out. And I was like, you know what? Fine. I'll read it. And I read it like all last night and this morning. So I went to sleep at like 6:30 and then I got up at like 7:30. But I'm going back to bed after the stream. It's not a big deal. Hazel's so hardcore now. Welcome back, Hazel. Thank you for the awesome raid. Guys, sup, Gia? 4 a.m. is my 6 a.m., which is the time I got up this morning. I slept for almost exactly the maintenance window, actually, like the WoW server maintenance. I went to bed like right when the servers, or like I fell asleep right when the servers were going down, and then I got up after that. How many of these did I say I was going to make? I don't know, but I'm just going to sell whatever I have here. Let's post a 20 stack, and I know I'm not using TSM for this. I don't know why. I just haven't like really tweaked my TSM settings to exactly where I want them. Which is 12-hour durations. All of my TSM stuff is set to 48 hours. And I know I could change this really easily, but, like, I don't want to. This is fine. I can cancel that one. Because I'm only doing, like, a couple of markets at a time, I can just do this one by one. I know I'm wasting time, but it's fine. Everything's fine. I'm fine. Ooh, 84. Yeah, sure. I'll sell a stack. That one. Let's do 10. Let's do it for 12 hours. Yeah, I'll take 500 for that. Do I need to sell one of these? I need to post one of those. Yeah, this is taking me. I should fix up my groups. You know what I should do is finish the TSM guides. Holy butts, it's overdue. What about the contracts? These ones, I'm sad that the price fell this far. I mean, it's great for people that want contracts, but like, we were selling them at like, it's not, there's 27 stacks there. We were selling them at like 4K each, which I felt was fair. But then somebody came along and posted like 30 stacks of them at like 800 gold, and they've just fallen ever since. I'm still offloading them because I don't want to be stuck with 60 contracts. Let's just do one of those. One stack of 10. That's fine. What am I doing? Listing my group. All right. So this is my lockout share. I have right now a Oldemar lockout. It, as you can see, Yogg-Saron is available, but Vezax has been defeated. So the portal to Yogg-Saron is going to be available. I'm going to start my group. This is just for me. I'm not going to add anybody else to this, because I'm very selfish and also I think it breaks it. I don't know. So you start the group in your lockout character. This character will never kill Yogg-Saron. She just holds on to the lockout, and then I share it to all of my other characters every week. All of my other characters. However many I feel like doing. Got to log back and forth a little bit since they took out auto accept, but that's okay. I'll put together a video for this at some point. If I was being really lazy, I could just cut it out of stream footage, but I'll probably do it properly. Find my own group. It should be right at the top. Sign up. And switch back over. If you have heartburn, often ask your doctor for omeprazole. I think I only have it because of extenuating circumstances last night. Also, I know what I did. I know what I did wrong. Welcome back, Hazel. Oh, no, I read that one already. I thought it was my internet. Audio and stream keeps breaking up. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Favorite kind of cookies? Oh, gingerbread. 100% gingerbread cookies. Like a decorated, really cute gingerbread cookie. Oh my god. Like a chewy one with like the molassesy. I should make cookies. I had this whole plan. I don't know. It wasn't really a plan. It was like a half an idea. I don't know if I was gonna or if I was just thinking about it. I had this like half-formed idea about filming myself making chocolate chip cookies, but like at 4 in the morning after finishing raid guides, like while waiting for the last one to render or something. I had this whole video in my head that I obviously did not do, and I don't think I'm gonna, of like having half a mental breakdown, but while also making chocolate chip cookies and just eating cookie dough in my kitchen in the middle of the night. I think it was just like a cute mental image. I don't think it would have actually been fun to film. Do you ever farm raw gold like old Kata raids? Not much. If I'm gonna farm raw gold, I do that sometimes. At this point, we want to enter the raid before the leadership slips over. This is not Ulduar, is it? Did I run in the wrong one? Is this Ulduar? Is this not Ulduar? I don't know. It was big. It is Ulduar. Good. Okay. You want to run in before leadership flips over, and ever since they added Ulduar time walking, you no longer need to mess around with any raid sizes. You don't have to stress about that. It is all one and the same, so even though this says 10, the mount can still drop. No worries about that. Did I do this right? I did not do this right. Maybe I'm too tired for this. I zoned it. This worked last time. I've done something wrong. I just don't know what I've done wrong yet. Unless they fixed it like in the last 2 weeks. Maybe they fixed it. Oh, convert to raid? Oh, that's what I did wrong. Thank you. I knew I did something wrong. I should probably leave before I do that. Whoops, the daisies. It fell so hard. My server went from 35k each to 400 gold in 12 hours. Yeah. Had sea monkeys between the age of 12 and 14. My dad had fish, probably took care of them. Maybe. I took care of them by myself at 12-ish. I think it was about 12 or 13. Maybe like 11 to 13 myself. And I was not a very responsible child. So they must be pretty tough. That's what you need to do. Convert to raid. Let me try this now. So I got lead. So I think I need to leave and then reapply. Because I need to not have lead when I zone in. So I gotta do that all over again. Hazel's dead inside cookies. Auto accept is no longer a thing unless it is for an elite world quest. Which this is clearly not. Alkaline water helps with my acid reflux. Sold 2 unshackle contracts yesterday for 18k each. Nice. Hi Hazel, you're back. Hi Hazel, hi Fish, hi chat. Hi Joe. Got 25% from flying. Got Team Aquashock last week. Congratulations. You are ahead of me on the Aquashocking. What is this mount called? Mimiron's Head. Set to normal on your share character. So Ulduar doesn't have difficulties. So we're set on that front. I just need to convert to raid. And I need to remember when to convert to raid. It's either on this end or on the other end. I'm going to try it on the other end. I was all talking a big game like I was like making a guide right now when I have forgotten the finer details. How can you still play WoW and BFA? I don't know, I'm having fun. I'm not stressed about it. I feel like that'd be a weird thing. It'd be like walking into somebody's like lacrosse practice and be like, it's 2019, what are you doing? I don't know if they like lacrosse. Weird analogy. If you play lacrosse, I apologize. I don't know what I'm getting at there, but like, when was the last time you saw somebody playing lacrosse? Maybe that's just because I left Canada, actually. Maybe people don't play lacrosse here. Drink ginger tea. What do you get out of making a raid with yourself? I'm going to be able to share my lockout so I can skip straight to Yogg Saron. I promise it'll be really cool when I've when I get it running here. It's not this hard. I just messed up because I'm tired. When you create the group, convert to raid. Okay. I'll do it when I log back over. Hopefully that does it. We'll see. We'll see. Did you guys know I have a cat in my lap? I guess you can see it. You probably know. Cats are great. This one's like super cute. She knows that I've been trying, I don't know if she knows, but in my head, she knows that I've been trying to spend less time on my phone. So whenever I have my phone in my hands, she like comes and like knocks it out of my hands. Like she like not in an aggressive way, but she'll like come rub up on my hands looking for pets. And then you have to put down the phone because the cat wants pets. Like it's mandatory. So let's invite, I'm also going to convert to raid at this point. Hopefully that does it. We'll see. Kelfin as a pet. I live near Philly. Kids play lacrosse at my high school. Kind of big here, but not past high school. see, I see. I lost my 16-year-old Katie in April. Oh, I'm sorry. Favorite follower in Najatar? So I'm still using, what's his name? The dude that I picked on my first day of Najatar because of his voice. The third one, the one that's far left on the list. Okay, so now I join. Lead has not passed over. Let's zone in and see if this worked. What's his name? It's not Farseer Ori. It's not Hunter, whatever. It's the other one. Do they introduce world bosses in Najatar yet? Yes, actually. I think maybe they did. I'm not 100% on that, but while I was there, I did see this. That looks like it might be a world boss, even though there's like 3 of them. Is that a world boss? Am I crazy? Also, did I do this right? Or did I need to do it better? Nope, need to do it better. My bad. Alright, let's start all over again. Getting out. Blade Master, thank you. Got 425 loot. Ooh, I should do that. Got my first slimy pet last night. Congrats. I got mine in a few days ago. That, I think, is a video that I want to do. If I can. I don't know when I'm going to make videos. So, but when I somehow make some videos, I want to do one on the slimy pets just because they're so cute. And there's so many of them. And it's like not a thing that you'll really run across unless you're looking for it. So I'm sure lots of people already know because there's like Wowhead guides and whatever. But in case you missed it, you can get like these guys. This is the slimy octopode. He's the only one I have so far. But you basically use prismatic crystals to charm critters and feed them to these ravenous slimelings. And then after 5 days of doing that, they'll turn into a cocoon that you can loot for a pet, is the short version of that guide. Okay, one more try. No, I did not forget to extend the lockout on the mage. I just reactivated it yesterday. It should be intact. I'll take a look at it when I log over, but I think that's fine. Would love a video about that. My dad had those black hammerhead sharkfish. They would eat some of the smaller fish he had as well. They were really cool. I get overwhelmed every time I go to the fish store just because there's always something that I'm like, oh my god. I don't always feel like I need it because I'm okay with having you can't want to collect every fish. There's too many fish. You cannot have one of every fish. It'd be like saying, I want one of every breed of dog. It's just insane. You can't do that. Somebody can, but that's like, you know, the Monterey Bay Aquarium. Like, one hobbyist cannot do that. So I'm okay with just accepting that I'm not going to have most of them, but still just like seeing them all and being like, oh boy. All right. I'm going to make the group. Double check my lockout. So let's just delist this one for now. Lockout. Raid. Raid info. Ulduar. Oh my god, you're right. You're right. You're right. I said you were wrong. I was wrong. I'm sorry. You were absolutely right. I had forgotten to reactivate it. It was extended. I extended it yesterday. I forgot it was Tuesday and I had to do it again. Kitty, they're right. Oops. I'd like to crawl under my desk for a second. Okay, well that should make this easier. Alright, so step 1, reactivate your raid lockout. Which you can just do through a button. Raid info. There's your lockout right there. If I wanted to reactivate Throat of Thunder, I could do that too. I won't, but I could. Okay, there's my lockout. Alright, let's try this again. I swear I know what I'm doing. Back, start, blah, 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 list. Log over. We'll get there. We'll get there. Minimap icon add-on is Minimap Button Bag. Minimap Button Bag. It's delightful. Watching the live stream on the phone, watching your must-have add-ons BFA on my PC. Got the double hazel. Double hazel rolling. Gosh, I'm worried that if I tell all of my stories from when I was away all at once, then I'm gonna run out and I'm gonna come back for stream tomorrow on Twitch and I'll just be like, I don't know, we're caught up. Sign up. Log back over. Didn't know you had to feed the charm pet to the slime. That would have startled me if I discovered that on accident. Oh yeah, I could just imagine somebody being like, this is my muck slug and we're gonna be friends, and you just wander too close to the slime and it just eats it. Weekly lockout once you get your pet. Yes. There are 4 slimes, so you can get up to 4 pets a week. They respawn on Tuesdays. So basically, once you feed it for the 5th time and get a pet, no matter what day it is, once you feed it, then it despawns and it will not respawn until the weekly reset. is the gist of it. You don't have to finish feeding it by Tuesday. You can feed it over a week gap. It just means it's going to be another week before it can respawn. Raid lockout still works. Yes. Hazel Gang. Didn't comment on it to be a bully. No, I know. We're totally cool. It's just funny because you were absolutely right. You guys are never trying to bully me. Like, I don't think it's actually happened. I have the nicest chat on the whole internet. Okay, so that's accepted. We can log back over. This is a raid. Good. You can buy stories online if you run out. Oh man, I just like start trolling those YouTube channels that like animate real stories, and I just like that time that my mom was in a cult and then sold my brother, you know, like whatever. It totally happened. Just on record in case anybody missed that. My mom is not in a cult. She's a very nice lady. I miss her very much. Okay, we're in. If I look, raid info. Hopefully when I zone in, this will do it. Because that is an expired lockout. So when I log in, it should give me the fresh lockout. Well, fresh lockout. Extended lockout. I am ready for this to work. Very excited. Any minute now. Okay, well now I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Well, maybe I'm not doing anything wrong. Like, it didn't look good. Did I break it somehow? Maybe today's not the day for me to do this. I might have broken it. I mean, she's there. This is fine, right? On one hand, it says that Yogg is dead, but on the other hand, it kind of looks like Yogg is not dead. So I'm just not going to worry too much about it. I'm 72% sure that we did it. I need to kill these ads on top of her. I learned that on a previous live stream. There you go. I'm going to pay just enough attention to make sure I don't fail this fight. Prismatic crystal, you can get pets? Sure can! Hold on to them, loot as many as you can. You'll need a bunch of them. They spawn near waterfalls. There he is. So last night, night before last night, I went to sleep. And up until last night, I've been really good about getting 8 hours of sleep a night. It was great. But like, I went to sleep and I had this dream where I was literally just editing a raid guide. That was the whole dream. I was just working on the raid guide. There was like other stuff going on in the dream, but that was the central part of it. And I woke up and I'm like, wow. I don't even get to keep that progress. Like in the dream, I did all this work and I woke up and it's not even done. That's not fair. Oh, all right. Fingers crossed. This will be attempt number 18 or 19. That is not a Mimiron's head, but at least we know what we're doing now. So I'm going to get on out of here. I'm going to leave the group. I'm going to hearth out and I'm going to do this again because now I know what I'm doing. There's a cult with a compound on the west side of my state. Ooh. You're just saying that because she's still in the cult. Finished your raid guides for Eternal Palace. Thanks a lot. You rock. Got you. Remove the other character from the raid. Nah, that should be fine. Should be fine. As long as they don't enter it. I think we're okay. I'm going to try it again. I have a bunch of characters parked out there. So this character actually should be able to hearth to Boulder Crag Refuge and then fly. Oh, no, sorry. She's the lockout character. What am I doing? Obviously, that's not right. I think if I list it, I might have time, though. I might have time to get there. I'm going to wing it, but to wing something I definitely should not be winging. Forgot to hit save. We made it. We made it. So I'm going to just list this, and then I'm going to log on to the next character that I want to run. I've been funneling benthic gear to my shaman. Let's do... Actually, she should be fine. She should have her hearthstone set to Boulder Crag Refuge. I am bald. Can I still be good at video games? Legend has it that you are actually better because you don't have any weight pressing down on your skull distracting you. I just made that up and it's utter nonsense, but like if you believe it, then power to you, you know? Hi Hazel, how are you? What's up, Claren? I am doing very well. I am so happy that it's time for me to stream. I wanted to stream like for the last week, just like little bits of time, but I was kind of holding it over myself as like, I won't stream until I finish the guides. And then when I finish the guides, I can stream. Like, so I would just want to stream, and instead I would work on the guide, which was the whole point. That was kind of the whole strat. So I'm going to sign up for the group before it delists. And we just want to make sure that once we accepted it on the other character, that we can, just want to make sure that we can log over and get into the raid before lead switches over. I don't actually know for a fact that that's important, but I've been doing it and it's been working, so I don't want to mess with it. A really good skill to have, the ability to practice your trade in your dreams. Maybe it made me a better editor. I was dreaming that I was editing the Zakul guide, and I am, I think, most happy with that one. I am quite proud of that one because I was feeling very overwhelmed at the beginning of that process, and at the end of it, I feel like I understand the gist of what's up. I had a dream I got Ashes of Alar because I'd been wanting it for a while, and I woke up really angry because I didn't have it. Oh, man. What do you do if you lost your worker disguise in Najatar? No idea. How many priests do you have? A few. Only the 2 at 120, but I have more on other servers. I just like priests, man. Priests and druids. Are you gonna stream raids? No, sir. Or ma'am. No. I used to stream raids. Long time ago. Warlords. I streamed Warlords raids. It was a mistake. It was kind of okay. I streamed them on Twitch. This is like in my Twitch phase 1, back before the Renaissance. And I was very distracted, so I was not raiding very well, and I also was not streaming very well. I was like not keeping up with chat, and mind you, this is like a 6-person chat. This was a long time ago. I was not keeping up with chat, and I was, this is a raid, right? Convert to raid. I was not keeping up with chat, and I wasn't keeping up in raid. I wasn't doing either thing very well. And also, it was kind of, raid is like really my only time to hang out in a social way with my guild, in a way where I can feel like I'm not on for, for my channel. And I was kind of missing that. I like to be just raiding. So I keep that for myself. I'm confused. I'm going to this character. More coffee? I'm not touching any coffee today. I think I'm coffeeed out for a minute. I'm gonna go to bed after the stream, and then I'm gonna wake up probably the afternoon, and then make some tea. I want a cup of black breakfast tea when I wake up from my nap. Also, later today, you know what's happening? This whole last week or two, or like 5, I've told myself, when I finish raid guides, I'm gonna buy myself a houseplant. And so I'm gonna go to the garden center tonight. Actually, I need a bunch of stuff. I need some pots. I need some pots for a couple of different things. I have little adenium seedlings I need to repot. I have a hen and chicks plant that needs a dish pot thing. I have but I want to buy a houseplant. I want one for my window here, because my window, I have like room for a plant in that window, and that window gets a good amount of sun. So I think I have some good options for what I could successfully keep there, and I just want a new plant to celebrate the fact that I did it, and I can now move on with the next phase of whatever's up. What plant are you getting? I don't know. So they have lots. They have a huge selection of houseplants at this garden center, as they do at most garden centers. And I don't know. I really like succulents, but I have so many succulents that it might be kind of fun to try something that's not a succulent. The only plants that I have that are not succulents, I have one ZZ plant in my living room. I have one Aglaonema, like a Chinese evergreen, a pink variety, in my bedroom. And then I have a pothos plant, and then like the stuff that's growing out at the top of the aquarium. I have more pothos. Pothos? I have some pothos. We're going with that. I don't think pothos is right. It's fun though. Yeah, so I have those. But then I have like a lot of succulents. I particularly enjoy jade plants. I have one of every variety of jade plant that I could find. I like snake plants. I only have the one snake plant right now. I have one Sansevieria It is a Trifasciata Lawrenci. It's basically just like the one with the yellow stripes on the tips of the leaves. It's in this window. It's a little mad at me. I neglected it a little bit one year, and it's like kind of dry, but it's doing fine. So I thought about maybe a snake plant, but this window gets like a lot of light, and I think it actually might be a little bit too much light for the snake plant. I can't tell if it's burned because I didn't water it enough, or because it like burned because this window gets pretty hot. So I need something that can tolerate like a lot of sun for a window, you know? You know? Where's the central chamber? There it is. Buy a succulent. I have, I'm like slowly learning which ones do and don't do well in my home. I have a bunch of Easter cacti, not Christmas cacti, Easter cacti. I have 1 Christmas cacti and 2 Easter cacti that are doing really well in a different window, but I want something a little different. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the garden center. I'm going to wander around and pick up something that looks pretty. And then I'm going to Google the name on the tag on my phone in the store, while taking up space and feeling uncomfortable. But I'm going to Google the name on the tag and then try to figure out real quick if it's something that will live on my windowsill. Because like if I have something specific in mind, I might not be able to find it because there's just too many types of plants. I have never been to a place called Garden World. I did watch Good Omens. Don't treat them like how Crowley does. It's a bit mean. Like, sure, he doesn't have a very like friendly atmosphere towards his plants, but did you see him misting them? Get an orchid? Oh, I'm scared of orchids. My mom, I don't want to say she killed orchids, but I will say that she had difficulty keeping orchids alive, and that made me scared of them. My grandmother kept beautiful orchids, but she's like really good at stuff. Okay, no ma'am. But that's okay because we got the lockout share to work. Check out what plants are poisonous for animals. Cats in particular are tough with plants. I have a lot of plants that are not pet friendly, so I have them set up in a way where the cat either cannot get to them or will not get to them, and then I keep an eye on her. She's, for a long time, showed no interest in any of the plants, which was great, but recently decided that she wants to play with them. She's not biting them, but she wants to like play with them, and that's not okay. So what I've done is I've lined the windowsills where they are with tinfoil because she will not walk on tinfoil, and that keeps her very reliably away from the plants. So I don't want anything that's like insanely toxic, so I don't want to get any like dumb cane, but regular houseplants I think are going to be okay. I have many of them already. The key with orchids is abandoning them and not giving them wet feet. Well, that I sound like I could do. I do that for succulents already. Blade Master Inawari, yes, that is my boy. That's my boy right there. Move the snake plant. They need indirect light. Yeah. The problem is that in this room, it's kind of direct light or like nothing because I have blackout curtains. So you're either right in the sun or you're on the other side of the blackout curtain. I could probably move it to a different room. And then I could get 2 plants for this windowsill. No. You're probably right. You're probably right. Garden World off I-5. Get a palm plant. Those are like really big. I have a, let me show, you know what? I don't want to play WoW right now. I'm gonna show you guys a few plants. I am wrapping up the stream shortly, but I want to show you a few things that I have. It's on my balcony, so I'm gonna grab it. I have my ponytail palm. It's pretty big. It's it looks actually like it's getting a little too much sun. It's in a very sunny spot because I thought you couldn't give these too much sun, but the leaves are kind of brown at the top, like the new leaves are kind of brown, like really stress colored, so I might move this back to get slightly less sun. Don't worry about its weird haircut, it'll outgrow that. So yeah, this is my ponytail palm, but the problem with these, I used to have 5 of these, and I cut it down to just the 1, because weird haircut aside, they're huge, and they're like kind of sharp. So I want something that can sit in a windowsill without like getting caught in the window every time I try and close the window. Or like in the blinds. Oh yeah, he did shred the sick plant, that's right. Violets? Have you made a rep guide? I have not made a rep guide. I feel like I might have missed the boat on that one though. Wowhead has some really good ones. Give the orchids an ice cube. Plant tour? Oh, that would take me too long. I could show you, so on this windowsill I have, this little guy. So this is just like a little fat cactus. It's probably could use some water. I know it's a cactus, but still. This is the only thing that can accept the amount of light that's in that window because the window gets a ton of light. It's but it's a cactus, so I like can't overlight it. And then this is my Snake planting Magoo. So like, it likes this pot. It's got a good amount of room and it seems happy. It keeps putting up more leaves. But obviously some of them are like a little dry at the top. So that could be a humidity issue. It could be a sun issue. The yellowing is what I'm worried about. So that could be a humidity issue. It could be a nitrogen issue. I think this window's just too bright for it. I think maybe I should just move it back to the other room. It's growing quickly. The problem is that whenever I put it in this window, it like kind of cooks, but it also grows like crazy. And it grows really slowly. Ah! Oh, it's just a piece of dirt. I thought it was a bug. It grows really slowly in the other window, but it looks better. How do you think your grandmother became good at keeping plants? She's just like a wizard. She's just amazing at everything. I guess like the nice way to look at it would be it's because she's older, which means she has lots of experience, so that there's hope for me to be good at stuff when I'm old because I'll have tried things a lot. Like that's the dream. So yeah, not another one of these because clearly this is not perfect in my window. They put your Mechagon. They put my Mechagon guide on the front page. Did they really? No way. I'm not like a thing though. Did they? I mean, I know they did my boss guides at some point. Hey, that's me. Aw, shucks. Wow. That's so nice of them. I'm happy with that Mechagon guide. I'm actually really excited to do the dungeon. Probably tonight. You'd remove the yellowed leaves? I thought I would leave them because I figure if it's yellowing, it means it's taking something from them that I might want to let it finish taking. You know, like if it's already killing the leaf, I may as well let it finish eating it, right? Also, these are hard to remove. Practice? Are you a Stranger Things fan? I'm in the middle of season 3. I haven't finished it. Pothos loves being in the window. I don't really want any more pothos just because I don't like the ones that are super... I don't like plants that are super viney and traily. I wanted to stay kind of compact. What about a Hoya? Do any of you guys have Hoya plants? In that Jenna Marbles plant tour video, she loved them, and that made me curious. Would that like a lot of light? I needed to like a lot of light. Humidity is usually okay in here. It's like 46% humidity in here right now. I have a little meter. Because of the aquariums and like the plants in here, it tends to stay like 40%-ish humidity. Drops a little bit when the AC is running, but it's usually okay. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, Kitty, you want to come say hi? I think I should eat something and then go back to bed. You cut it close to the base. It's a waste of resources. Okay. Okay, maybe I'll prune it then. I might need bigger shears. I don't want to like hack at the poor thing. Thanks for the guides. I used to have a Hoya that was right in the window. We loved it, but it never bloomed. Yeah, I'll look. I'll see what I can find. It needs to be able to take a good amount of sun and heat, but like still be in a window. I'll get something. I'll let you know. I'll post it on, I mean, I'll talk about it on the stream tomorrow. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow on Twitch. I don't know exactly what time. My normal Twitch stream time is 3 p.m. Pacific time, which would be like now plus 4 hours. 4 hours from now, tomorrow is my usual stream time, but I can't do that tomorrow because I have my hair appointment. So I'm thinking either I stream before my hair appointment in the morning when people actually watch Twitch, or I stream in the evening Pacific time, which is like only a good time for Australia, but then I'll have my hair done. And I don't know. So I'm going to decide tomorrow. I'm taking the rest of today off because I haven't had a weekend a little bit and I'm really excited. I'm going to have like some craft dinner later. No, that's probably not good for my heartburn. I don't know. I'm going to hang out and sleep and buy a plant later. Thank you guys for watching my stream. Thank you guys for supporting the raid guides. That really means a lot to me. I worked quite hard on them, and it just makes me so happy that somebody uses them and then like they work. Like saying that you killed the boss is like the best compliment you can possibly give me. I missed you guys a lot. I will see you tomorrow at some time. Follow my Twitch if you didn't do that already, and then you can get notifications to find out when I go live. But my schedule should settle down a little bit after that. Thank you guys, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.